Hello, everybody. My name is Chris. So this audio will be about if you know if the land that you live in has a lot of history. Usually, it's always bad. That's the thing about history. Some parts are like beautiful, but when it comes to people that are being evicted and go foreclosured, or their rent is about what? How much is a one bedroom right now? Depends where. Say normally, depending 1,200. I say the minimum, depending on the city, and up to 7,000 or 10,000 because it's just so ridiculous. If anybody has issues, I've seen a guy in Oregon, excuse me, in Idaho. The Supreme Court went ruling, so you could use the Eighth Amendment. The crimes of punishment is because you're being punished for being poor. You could also use the Eighth Amendment. You could tell people the Eighth Amendment. Some cities are helping, but it's just not enough. And you have to think about these things. Okay, if America, I live in the United States, right? If America stole this land and killed Native Americans, right? And build it from like, well, we didn't know, I don't know how it looked back then, but I know it was very forest, trees everywhere, and just paradise, right? So, and parts of it, right? So I've been to New Mexico, and they have their own reservation. They've been given, they were moved away and moved to New Mexico. It was 250 miles. There's a book about it called Life Paths. You should look it up. Um, think about all this stuff that people think. Okay, some people have the greed entity in their body. It's God once again making you greedy, and I'm not punishing you to because you're successful. Much power to you. Some people don't even reach that. Own one house to a second house to a third house, but it's also being greedy because you have to look at how people can't afford. Remember the 2008 collapse? Those people got away with like basically murder and stole people's money. So hopefully I give you about 5 minutes, maybe six, if I just think about this stuff. You're not gonna be feel sorry for no matter what you look at. No, nobody's gonna give a fuck. They're gonna blame you as God does. He's very evil. He's just evil and fuck, right? So getting back to greed, just at times I've been grateful for what I have, and I'm borderline homeless, and it's just so sad. You have to realize that if America stole this land and killed Native Americans and other cultures, and they're charging people for like a house. How much is a house depending on what city? So say bare minimum about 500,000 to $1 million. I've seen houses in Los Angeles 3 million, and they're like little, they're no worthless. So we're getting back to the situation. You have to think about these things. If they stole the land, killed people, and build it, and they're charging all this stuff. You have to think about slavery was legal, segregation was legal. What the fuck kind of world do we live in that you're getting punished? People in Idaho and other cities and other states are getting telling you have to go to a shelter. I've been to a shelter, and I know that they stole some lady's sneakers. As soon as I got there, it's very dangerous, and people don't understand this. I know that city states are they're punishing people for being homeless because they can't afford a home. They also have drug issues, not their fault. The pain in life, it also makes you do like just to get away their mindset. It's not their fault. Alcoholism is high. For the past 20 plus years, I've been noticing how people respond and act to homelessness. Yo, man, some people are very nice and they help you, but they only could do so much because then they start judging you on what you are able to do in life, and that you're homeless, that you're a bum. You won't trust me. If the housing was more affordable, or just free in general, everything should be free. We stole this fucking land and killed all of them and wiped out a generation that they're pop. They're I didn't even know Native Americans existed today, at least certain parts at least. But in other places, reservations, Indian reservations are everywhere, like some parts at least that I know of. You have to think about these things about like how bad this world is. They're not giving a fuck about you and playing the victim mentality because I say 26 million people are homeless in the United States that are aware. like they have it on record kind of, and then there are 150 million people homeless worldwide that are on record kind of, that are aware, and just think about these things, because that's like a country. Basically, it's like the saddest thing in the world to be homeless but with no resource. You can't live outside and go find a job, and it's merely impossible. I've done things. I slept in my car and go to work, and that people are doing this, but you just have to think about these things, because I know Jesus Christ is there battling God. God is very evil and powerful, and always tell that this is, I have this and you don't have dog shit. I could do it. No, man, to a certain extent, no. It's because that's just the mindset that is given this horse shit. Why rent he goes up? Because people are possessed and greedy as fuck, and that's the truth about that. So just think about that. I love y'all, and y'all take care of yourselves. Remember, like, someone's situation. So I'm gonna give you like hopefully 7 minutes. If someone's situation is, your situation is better than the other one, and you're judging somebody, that's terribly bad. But that's what we're taught. We're taught to judge, to be harsh, because this world is a cold-hearted motherfucking killer. They'll kill you in the streets, and these people in the city are just doing the shitted on homeless people, and then you gotta move around like, yo, just no words can speak to treat people like humans, man. So, like I said, if you're doing good, and just continue, consistency is the key. If you're doing terrible, like, it's not my fault I'm like this. Gang stalking is a version to keep you homeless and broke, and God, aka the devil, could keep you more down than ever. At my moments and downfall, but I know I'll get out of here in due time, and I'll get out of the situation, whatever years makes. But just have faith and always pray to Jesus Christ. Now I hear your prayers all the time, and I sympathize, man. I love everybody. Take care.